going on? You're listening to the Waffletop podcast. Myself, Paulo, biggest talker. I got Savage Dan again with me here today.
What you saying, bro? All good?
What are you saying?
I'm alive.
Yeah?
I'm well.
Mr. Slow Jams.
Mr. Slow Jams, bro. You
Yeah?
know me?
I see that all through quarantine on your Insta.
Well, like, I need something to get me through, innit? This has been like one of them weird... But it's not just a weird flipping time, innit? Like, no one's ever experienced this madness. It's madness, bro. It's madness, innit? Like, no one's been through this.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. I think people are just doing what they want now. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
It's done. Quarantine was done as soon as you said open Westfield. That's my opinion.
That's it. And open schools, and you see what I'm saying? Like, quarantine's pretty much done now, innit? Especially as of July 4th. It's pretty
July
much...
4th, people having parties, bruv.
100%.
In fact, parties have already been going on
exactly,
anyway.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
I mean, people are officially going to be...
100%. 100%. It's going to go off. I wonder how long it is before, like, we actually have, like, an all... Like, they give us, like, the... All right, you lot can do what you want now. It won't... I reckon it won't be till 2021.
Do you think?
Yeah. I reckon there'll be some kind of limitation.
Bars are open, though. But you can't have any DJs in them. Have you seen this?
Is that what they said?
So they said, like, bars can be open. I read it today. Yeah, my girlfriend showed me it today. She's like, bars can be open, but you can't have music, live music being played, only, like, jukebox music. So, like, pubs and that could play jukebox music.
What do you mean jukebox music?
You know, like the machines, just click the song, put money in. Like,
but you can't have a radio on.
You can have a radio on.
That's fine then.
But you can't have a DJ.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not good for DJs, though.
It's not good for DJs. Yeah, it's not good for DJs.
It's not good for DJs.
But I'm thinking that, do most pubs have a DJ?
Nah, I think on special nights they might get a band.
Yeah, but
band.
as in, like, that's it for now, innit? For now, we'll take that. Take it. It's not a big loss. I'm more worried about how many people are allowed in the pub. How many people are...
They're limiting the amount you can drink.
3 pints?
Nah, more. I think it's more than that. Because I don't think no one's getting out of bed for 3 pints.
But not even just that. I reckon people
are you getting out of bed for 3 drinks?
I don't go to pubs, innit, really like that. Yeah. So
even bars. Are you getting out of bed for 3 drinks?
Are these bars allowed to be open at night?
Yeah, there's nothing on timing of, as far as I can see, there's nothing on timing.
So it is all systems go. So bars in Shoreditch are going to be open?
Oh, yeah.
No, a bar's open, yeah?
Bars. Clubs not open.
So we're
bars.
back. So we're back.
Shoreditch, we're back.
We're back. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, now I'm going to start. What's the date? Because I need to start 25th. All right, what's
25th?
That? Got like 10 days.
I need to order more clothes. I feel like I've lost a wardrobe.
I've secretly like started shopping like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Just online. But I've been sending back bare shit because you know when you have to like guess your sizing and how things are going to fit. Just remind me, I've got to send back some like tees as well that like don't fit me as I want them to fit.
That's what I'm saying. In quarantine, I was like, I need to do bare like clothes, everything else. Then me and my brethren thought we'll start a clothing line, so we done hats. Which of these? But
sick. What's that say?
6'2" London.
I thought that said sex.
Man said...
Because I saw the S and then I didn't. The I wasn't prominent enough from here, and so I was like,
So we've got black, red, and blue, but literally, I'm doing t-shirts and stuff. But obviously, that could cost bare money. I didn't realize how much.
It's good. I feel like everyone who's been through this quarantine thing, it's now time to like put all your thoughts into process. See, like bare people have been thinking, I want to do this actually, and this I've had bare time off, bare time to think.
Yeah.
About doing this and doing that, and now I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And everyone's been doing it. I feel like.
I don't know. I think are people gonna carry on doing what they're doing?
Most people don't. But that's
the exercising. Like
most people won't. Exercise is a weird thing because it's kind of like once you are in like the thing of exercising, you're in. It's hard to come out of it.
Yeah. But I know bare people that, like, for example, in quarantine, spent $2 bills on weights. Like,
I definitely was one of those people. I spent hundreds of pounds.
No, but I'm saying you do gym, so...
Yeah, but then I did it. I need to be in an environment for gym. Do you see what I'm saying? I tried to create my own one, and it just wasn't like... You see, like, I used it like 4 times. I used it like 4 times, like sparred in there. I got a bag, but luckily the bag and the aqua bag, all that would just go... like when I buy my house, that will go in the gym that's in my house or whatever it is, on the flipping in the garden or whatever it is. So that's all good. I bought like 30 kg weights, paid like £120 for them. It's actually a decent price, to be fair.
Yeah.
But then I just realised, I'm not really on it. I'm not on it until I'm in the gym.
You can't. There's only so much you can do at home.
And
then,
honestly, I'm one of those people. You see, like, there's like lots of people who like can self-motivate.
Do you feed off the environment?
I feed off the environment. I'm the kind of guy that couldn't really work from home because I'll just watch TV. I'm not going to be productive from home. I need to be in the place of work to work, and I also need to be in a place of gym to gym. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I need to be in the environment.
Yeah.
If I can pretend to myself that I'll do it, but I won't. And I was the guy that didn't get his homework in on time, and like, it's just not me. You see what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. It's nuts, but I don't know. I think, bruv, seeing these things here, like like people losing their jobs, it's nuts. Bare things going on. However, this whole thing for me has been exaggerated on a massive level. Like, don't get it twisted.
We'll never get the truth. You know?
Don't
like,
get it twisted.
Whatever it is, whether the truth is better than it is or worse than it is, we won't get the truth. But I knew we was being lied to big by someone when China decided they wanted to tell the world they had 3,000 deaths.
They're back in a pandemic.
What do you mean?
Bruv, like, it's rife there again. But you remember it was
rife?
Rife, like in Beijing now. Remember before in China, this is how fucked it was. China only had coronavirus in certain parts of the country, yeah? Beijing, through the whole time it first spread, had no cases.
None.
Zero.
Well, then of course it's going to happen.
But now it's moved from Wuhan, so Wuhan are now clear, and Beijing have...
Yeah, because I personally think this is one of those things that, like, remember, like, there's so many humans now, and especially in cities like that, one person gets it, it's just gonna go. You know how this stuff can spread. Of course, if Beijing never had it, of course this is their thing now.
What are you saying? It's population cleansing.
It's not doing a good enough job if that's what it is. Because if you're trying to do population control, do it properly, and if you're gonna do it, you want to kill 1 billion people, right?
Yeah.
If we've got almost 8 billion of us here,
yeah,
doing a little like few 100,000 people doesn't scream population control to me.
I don't know. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even 1 million to 8 billion.
Yeah.
You know, there's 8. That's 1 in 8,000 people.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not enough.
That very. Before we move on, that would bring me back onto a point of just saying, like, even the other day, I must have, but I don't know why I done this, but seen something online. You know, like just someone who's been like they've had like a plastic shield across their face for the whole of quarantine. Just one of them people, innit?
Yeah.
So I seen something and I went online and I done London and surrounding areas, so Hertfordshire, like Middlesex, all them areas in Middlesex. I just thought, like, how many people are in this area alone? So just that area, I think I'd done a little scale and it was like from central London, 30 miles out, was like 9 million people, bruv.
Have had it.
No, 9 million population.
Yeah, of course.
And then I'm sitting here thinking, all right, so then work that out that 50 or 60,000 people have died across a whole country. It's not actually a lot of people.
No, in percentage, look, put it this way, yeah. Let's try and do this.
Obviously, yeah.
So, all right, cool. I remember when bird flu came, or was it swine flu? One of the two. All the headlines were saying 1/3 of Europe was going to be wiped out from this. Yeah?
My brother got it.
Now, 1/3 of Europe's that's 33%. I didn't see a panic like this, but this is what the headlines were saying. This could wipe out 1/3 of us.
Yeah.
This is currently wiping out 1%, and we don't even know that percentage because we don't know how many people have had it until they roll out 66 million antibody tests. You can't tell me if I've had it or if I don't know a single person. I know one person that's been tested. Theirs come back negative.
I've been tested.
And what did yours come back? Negative. So you haven't had it.
Oh no, you mean the antibody test? Sorry, yes. I thought you meant the corona test.
So I'm saying that corona test. It doesn't work. It's not good enough because all it tells me is if I've got it now.
Yeah. If you do your test, then go and touch something, and you can have it then. So straight after you've done your test, you get it in 48 hours.
Exactly.
But in that 48 hours,
the only way to really be accurate, like we know how many people have died from it.
Yeah.
Potentially, because we don't know what's.
I know one person who lost his life from it, but they were fairly
ill and old. So do I. But what I'm saying is you can't. We know how many people have died, and they'll say it's because of COVID, and I'll take that. Yeah, cool. That's people that's died from COVID. But we don't know that as a percentage. You can't tell me this as a 2% kill rate because you haven't tested everyone to know what percentage that's
Trust.
you see what I'm saying? You can just tell me how many people have died.
Yeah.
So 40,000. Obviously, look, one death isn't nice.
Yeah.
But if we're being realistic, I think there's 150,000 deaths a day worldwide.
Do you remember the conversation we had before this whole thing shut down? We was in the other room. It was the end of a session, and you turned around and just said, obviously, like the stuff that when you compare it, you made a really good point. People die of other things more.
Starvation.
Every day. People are just dying for no reason.
Starvation.
Yeah.
Starvation. That doesn't need a flipping antibody test. It doesn't need it just needs food and water.
Yeah.
Easy fix.
You
see what I'm saying?
We can't even do that.
So this is why I'm somebody who, like, whilst I try and be sympathetic and empathetic towards something, I am a little bit of a but hold on person.
Yeah.
But hold on. Like, what about? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
There's been a lot of panic here, and I can't see why. Now, if all of a sudden millions of people started dying from this, I'd say, cool, we got a problem. That we have got a problem anyway. But I'm saying, if we're going to treat this with this level of panic, unfortunately, I feel like we have to treat a lot of things with this level of panic.
Trust.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to keep the same energy of everything.
That's it. Because
ultimately people are still doing that. But yeah, it has been crazy quarantine. But yeah, bro, I'm glad it's over. I'm ready. I'm out here.
Yeah, but I'm out.
I'm out. Dan's ready to go Shoreditch, bro.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
What are you saying? First one the first one in the line that waits to go into the bar, just when it opens.
Oh, I'm there, 7 a.m. Jogging on the spot.
Jogging
on the spot. Let me in. Corner shop. Let me in.
Oh my God. But yeah, what was I going to say? It's been eventful with sporting and boxing. Obviously, that's a passion of yours.
Yeah.
A passion of mine as well, boxing. But I just wanted to talk about, so it's been announced, obviously, Fury and Joshua, bruv. However, has it been announced? Because, bruv, really and truly, Dillian Whyte is seething through his teeth right now.
Listen, it's just one of those things, yeah. When it's all said and done, yeah, like, most people who just watch boxing might not understand how things work, innit? So when they see the Sky Sports notification, fight agreed, they're like, oh yeah, the fight in November maybe. It's the next fight. No. They
no contract's been signed, isn't it?
You can't, as in you it's almost like when football teams agree with a player in principle.
Yeah. Doesn't necessarily mean
it doesn't mean it's going to happen. And there's still bare other hurdles to jump through. That's just you saying, yeah, all right, cool. I like the terms of that. Cool. But they've still got mandatories to face. Fury has to face Wilder.
Yeah.
Pulev, Joshua has to face Pulev. Then there's meant to be 2 more mandatories.
Mandatories for Joshua.
No, 1 more mandatory for Joshua, which is supposed to be Alexander Usyk.
Yeah.
And White is supposed to be the WBC number 1, who's been over 1,000 days since he's been the number 1 contender. Yeah. He's supposed to get his crack at the WBC champion, which is currently Fury, but could be Wilder after the rematch. Too many things. There's too many moving parts in this for that to have been not a Sky Sports notification, but for people to start getting excited about a fight that we're so far away from. This has still got a couple more twists and turns before they fight, and it all going well and all going as people want it to go and expect it to go. They'll fight late 2021.
Yeah, 100%. I think, but with the Dillian Whyte situation is a fuckery, because that situation there is, I've seen recently, again, I don't know how true it is, but WBC have ordered Fury to fight Whyte now, because he took them to court, innit?
So the president has said that he has to get his shot at Whyte, at the WBC before a unification. That's what the WBC have said. However, with unifications, there's a lot of moving parts, and these moving parts involve the organizations. WBC is just one of 4 of those belts. They can't call every shot. They can just say what their stance is. Do you see what I'm saying?
And what if there even is a unification? That's the technicals of it, innit?
Bottom line, all of those 4 organizations will want that unification fight to happen. But they understand that Dillian Whyte has been sitting on the sidelines, not necessarily the sidelines, because he's been having big fights, he's been getting big money, but not having his world title shot for a long time. Of course, listen, in boxing, it's not hard to make these things happen. Step aside money is a real thing. So if someone wants to pay Dillian White £10 million and say, give us 3-4 more months, you don't even have to fight. You can take another fight if you want, but here's your step aside money anyway. That can happen. That can genuinely happen. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people take step aside money.
Yeah.
But then what you risk, there's a lot of risks if no one does pay him his step aside money. Dillian White on his day can beat anyone. On his day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
boxing is just, it's two fists. It's two fists. It's two men. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, one mistake, these lot are big, heavy boys. One mistake is enough. And all of these belts now are scattered. Do you know what I'm saying? If I know AJ went and got all the belts back, but just suppose he gets beat by Pulev, and then Pulev vacates one. Or decides, I don't want to keep that, or I don't want to pay the fee for holding these and defending them, or I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? There's so many. Or he retires. Pulev's not a bait. He's not young in this thing.
No, what is he, like 40? Isn't it?
Yeah, not that he would retire, because obviously there's more paydays for you. Yeah. But I'm saying, you do that, and all of a sudden these belts are scattered again. We're kind of in the only position where short term we can have a unification fight. Not even like a. Not necessarily, not unification, sorry, undisputed. It's whoever wins that fight is undisputed. All belts are on the line. They'll throw the Ring magazine in as well. Like, that is everything. And that only happens every few years. I don't think we've had one of those since, like, Lewis.
Yeah. So, do you think there's too many belts now to win like before?
No,
so when you look at like the Tyson era, and I think, what was it, 1 or 2 belts?
Nah, they still had WBC, IBF, WBO. There's the thing is, with these organizations, they add more belts. So it's like in wrestling when they started making different belts for different things. Yeah. So for example, WBC, you'd imagine the WBC is just that's the WBC. Yeah. But now they've got a franchise champion. I think there's even like one of them's got like a diamond champion.
Emerald, what is it? The Emirates?
Emerald. Yeah.
Tony Bellew, that was Tony Bellew's belt.
Different ones give you different advantages, give you longer times to not fight your mandatories, etc., etc. I don't think that's great for boxing, but there's loads of things that aren't good for boxing. There's cold wars all over boxing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got guys that are on this side of the fence with Bob Arum that will not fight people from there, which means they got to stay in their pool. But over there is one of the best guys, and over here is one of the best guys. But where they're set up with their networks and their promotional team, they can't fight each other. It's just a conflict of interest. But we pay for it. We suffer.
I know what you're saying.
It's like there's so much things that's bad for boxing.
Yeah.
Really, what's being good for boxing is being either with a promoter that is not going to get involved in a cold war. Like, for example, I genuinely don't think Eddie Hearn wants to ever be in any kind of cold war, even though he's kind of maybe in one with Frank Warren. Like, I don't. He's such a business-minded man. Yeah, like he's just like, and he risks things in the fights. He's not always, this is my guy, so I'm going to keep him here. You're going into risky fights that how many good fights have we seen on Sky Sports recently? Loads.
Too many.
Loads.
How many do you see on Frank 40s? Warren? No disrespect, I don't really watch Frank Warren undercards. I don't think he'll keep Yard.
He doesn't have many shows.
He won't keep Yard for long.
I think
Anthony Yard will go over to Hearn, I'm telling you.
The thing is with Hearn will get you fights, innit? Like, not just fights
Saunders
at lower level.
Over to him.
Yeah. But I'm saying he has, because he's not in a cold war with anyone, you're with him.
Yeah.
And it's just like, first of all, you get Sky Sports, the biggest flipping broadcaster going when it comes to like pay-per-view boxing in the UK.
Yeah.
Then you've gone into a pool where there's Eddie Hearn's actually got bare fighters that's in your weight that doing big flipping arenas. Like, I've been to like events where in reality you would never consider David Allen. Is it David Allen?
David Allen, yeah.
Allen. He's not a headliner. But he headlined at the MEN.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But that's what he's done. That's what Eddie Hearn's done for British boxing.
He bolted himself into a position at one point, David Allen, where had he have beaten David Price,
looking at a world title shot.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, as in, it's not a joke, but as in, this is what Eddie Hearn has done for boxing.
Yeah.
You watch a Frank Warren card, if it's a very good fight.
Yeah.
Otherwise, or if there's nothing else on.
But do you watch the undercards?
Like my guy, like a couple of my guys are on Frank Warren fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I went to the last couple of cards, but he doesn't have many cards. When boxing's in full flow, Eddie Hearn has 10 shows a year.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
No, more.
You know what I'm saying?
He's got Dazan in America now as well.
Yeah, but I'm talking just the UK ones and possibly. He probably has more because you see, like, there's the next gen. Sometimes they're on a Friday. He's got
They do that.
Then you got the big ones.
Don't they?
Yeah, you got the big ones. Even the next gen happens in Liverpool sometimes. But it's like there's a lot of shows. He has so much happening. And then he's got ones in Monaco as well, like Matchroom Italy. Like it's not. This he's made boxing big.
Yeah.
Frank Warren is still. I'm not sure really what he's doing, but he's trying to build something over there that's just not really taken off, and he's got good fighters to do it. But because there's such a bad relationship between him and whoever else it is, he just can't make certain fights happen. You would absolutely love to see Tyson Fury, AJ, and the reason that could happen is because of Bob Arum, not because of Frank Warren. Do you see what I'm saying? Bob Arum put out something yesterday.
Frank Warren weren't happy about the whole thing of Bob Arum basically taking a charge of the Fury AJ negotiations.
Yeah, that's it. And then Bob Arum put out, like, everyone who wants to negotiate with Tyson Fury, you know where to come to. It's not Frank Warren, it's me. You know what I'm saying? So, but Bob Arum's a vet, bro, like a proper veteran in this thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think it's good for boxing for the best to fight the best, and not wait too long to do it.
Yeah, I think we saw that with possibly, I mean, like I would say AJ when he fought with Klitschko, although that he didn't have a choice in that. Klitschko had the belt.
Yeah, that's a passing of the torch. I'm talking two fighters who have been in their prime for
Mayweather
years.
and Pacquiao.
That's the biggest one. They made it happen eventually, but we would have loved to seen that in 2013.
I think Pacquiao might have beaten him.
I don't think there's any occasion where Pacquiao beats him, just because Mayweather's sixth sense is so good and his ability to kind of take away your strongest attribute. I don't know. He's like one of those sneaky. I'd back him against pretty much anyone, just because he just finds a way, or he's not taking a fight. If there's a way, he'll find a way. He'll beat you. This guy's not had a draw. He won everything, and fair enough. There's a couple decisions that could have gone against him.
People are saying back pockets.
Only two.
Yeah, there was the one.
People didn't have any reason to like Mayweather. Do you know what I'm saying? Most of people that fought Mayweather or watched him fight didn't want him to win.
I think people with Mayweather, like from a boxing point of view, how can you not like him? He's won like every fight he's fought in. From a business point of view, how can you not like him? Like, okay, personally, I don't know him, so I can't say I dislike.
As in, look, like you see enough of Mayweather behind the scenes and on camera and here and there and in interviews to get an accurate-ish.
But is that a business side though, or your personal?
Over 20 years, nah.
No.
Seeing someone over 20 years behave however they behave, I have every right. So that everyone else has every right to come up with their own idea of who they think you are. I feel like Mayweather's a little bit. He's charismatic, but he's just like he's somebody who knows he's earned the right to be whoever he wants. Yeah, he's unapologetically him.
Do you know? Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? Some people fuck with it, some people don't. I personally, I kind of fuck with it because I think he's earned it. No one else is waking up doing these runs for him. No one's taking the broken ribs, the broken noses, the hard fights. You know what I'm saying? This is a treacherous sport. You do that, do what you want. Win 40 in a row, you do whatever you want. Yeah. And he's got some names on there.
One person, though, I can't... with the 40 thing, 40 plus, Mayweather, however, for me, I can't respect Wilder. Wilder's a guy that's had 40 fights, but 37 shit fights.
Yeah, but Wilder's a different... Everyone knows Wilder is technically shit. Got a big right hand, gets him out of trouble near enough every time.
That's it.
And also, it's the fact that at heavyweight, there's less clock, bro. Like at welterweight, remember, AJ came up through... I mean, not AJ, sorry. Mayweather came up from like 120 pounds. He went through 5 weight divisions or whatever it is. And he was a world champion within his first year. When you're a world champion within your first year at 18 years old or whatever it was, something like that, and you remain champion forever, your era after era after era, every 5 years there's new killers coming through. Yeah. And you're beating them all. Every era, that's different. What Wilder is a padded record against absolute no one's.
It's like a Mexican record, isn't it?
How much world champions has Wilder beat? How much world champions is Mayweather? It's chalk and cheese. Trust me, it's not even close. You can't. Only thing that's close is the record.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
But there's no context to Wilder's record for me. Like Wilder's record says Ortiz, but Ortiz is mad old.
Look, Ortiz is talented. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Not a world champion.
No.
Never been world champion.
No.
Who's his biggest? He beat Bermane Stiverne.
But Bermane Stiverne was terrible though.
I thought it was a good fight first time round, but as in
second time,
as in also he's 6'7" fighting someone who's like 6'1".
Yeah.
So you're gonna have physical advantages. I think that's the world. That's who we beat. Who was a world champion. I genuinely cannot think of another world champion.
I can't think of someone top 10.
Wilder that Wilder's fought and beat.
I pulled a list up the other day. Yeah, I swear down, Dad. Yeah.
Let me go for it.
I pulled a list up the other day. Yeah, bruv. Do you know like the rankings of where his fighters were at the time he fought them?
Yeah.
Some of them were unranked. Some of them were top 50. There was 3 or 4 fighters, bar the ones we just discussed, Ortiz and that he's fought, that he come into top 10 for the WBC rankings.
Yep, see it there.
4, and I think the other one he fought was who's the brother that Joshua fought? Dominic Brazil.
Yeah, but he wasn't a world champion.
No, but he was ranked top 10.
He hasn't beaten. Bro, he's beat.
That's for you lot, you know. Wilder's dead. He's dead. But I had this argument with so many people for time.
Yeah, he beat Stiverne for it, and that was it.
Yeah.
I don't think he's fought anyone else other than Tyson Fury that has been a world champion.
So 2021, we're setting up Wilder v Savage Dan. I'm joking.
That guy would kill me still.
That right hook.
That guy would kill me.
That right hook.
There's always a chance, bro. Yeah, me if I roll that, if I get out of that right hand, whip an uppercut in, but he's miles away because he's 6'7". I've seen it done and I've done it. So like it can happen.
Yeah, you think? Nah, yeah, I know it's nuts.
Especially with this added quarantine weight.
What are you saying? Cut 8 kg.
Get me? 8 kg stacked on. Get me? Maybe I can.
I think I saw you go for one run during quarantine.
Do you know what happened though?
And that run,
I went for a couple, and I did. My body responds to taking weight off quite fast,
Yeah.
I went and played football as well. I did my MCL, and I'm still reckon I'm 2 weeks out.
How long are you out for?
This is my 7th week now.
Kicking
2
ball?
more weeks. Huh?
Kicking ball?
Yeah, I did it kicking ball. So it's 7th. No, this is my 7th week out that I've not been able to do nothing.
Yeah.
So for the last 7 weeks, you see that when I went for the run and I was going for it, obviously I thought, all right, cool, I'm going to play ball. I'm going to do everything I can to just get my weight back down. I go and play ball, and you see it's one of those matches where it's just a normal, like, no one's going hard, innit? And then someone just wham, so it kicks the ball, like my knee jars out, like completely jars out. Grade 3 MCL. Like, I can still see swelling. It's crazy. I can still see it right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and I'm at that age now where injuries are just sticking around longer than
you're not
last
18
season. I was
no
out
more.
for 12 weeks as well. 12 weeks of the season, I was out with a broken bone in my ankle. So I don't know, man.
You're retiring soon.
So yeah, it kind of I would be back in shape by now if it wasn't for this MCL. I went on a run 2 days ago, just to see if I can open up a little bit because my preseason started. We're doing social distancing preseason, but like everything started. I ain't been able to train. What's the day? I missed one today as well because I can't do it now. Still can't do it. But when I'm back, I'll be fine. I just don't want to take a risk on a knee. I heard about these injuries, innit? Injuries.
I've had a similar thing. But it's not one of them ones you see all the time where people go, could have done this if I'm my knee.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be that guy.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that.
I got offers on the table to go and play for go and play for decent enough teams, but at the moment,
do you have the time to do it?
I've always got time for football.
Yeah,
it keeps me sane. That's the one thing I've always got time for. I'll make sure, that I've got time to train. To at least once a week. Obviously, a lot of teams will train twice a week. At least once a week, I'll train, and then a match, obviously. But I can't turn left. That's how crazy it is. Yeah. So I can open up and go straight. Yeah. And there's a little bit of pain as when you're wetting, because once the knee kind of comes back here, it hurts a little bit. I can turn right quite sharply. If I try and turn left sharp, there's like a mad sharp pain though. So it's just still not ready yet. You see what I'm saying?
That's nuts.
And that's on ibuprofen.
Yeah. So no progress with KSI this year. Miles, filthy fellas. What's that? What's good?
that can happen anytime.
That could get it. Yeah, he could get it.
I love Miles though. Secretly, I love Miles because he's just always there to try and piss me off.
He sees from what I can tell, he seems like a genuine guy. Yeah. But he does have in his head that he'd beat you in a boxing match.
He doesn't.
No, he don't.
He doesn't.
He just does it for sure.
He's just I don't know what it's for, but I know even he doesn't believe it. But so I don't understand why he keeps talking about it. It's mental. I don't know. It's mental.
But could you do that though? Could you say you set up a boxing match? Could you do it with would it be harder for you to do it with one of your friends as opposed to someone you don't know? Nah. I can punch. Trust me, I can punch up Miles and not feel away. I can't. Yeah, once the gloves are on and I'm in the ring, it don't matter. I'm sparring people. If you see, I've had dangerous spars in that room behind us. Yeah, dangerous spars in there. When I was trying to build this gym and doing that. These are people I love. See them, hug them. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Once the gloves are on, and I know how heavy you are and that you can punch, I'm not here for it. I'm not here to play as in it's going to be a tough spot. Yeah,
100%. So if I go in the ring, I'm not, bro. Getting punched in the face hard is not nice.
Nah,
it's not lovely. So I'd rather dish it out early doors. I don't want to be the one that's holding any lips.
Do you react off a hit though? So do you get more adrenaline when someone licks you?
Yeah, but it's not good to.
But do you?
Yeah, I don't like being hit. But if I'm hit, I've been hit with shots, and I kind of know that one it's a big shot because you feel something happen in your body where for at least half a second you're either out of shape in terms of where you're in a position that you just should never be in, or there's a bit of a flash. It's especially if you see it last minute and by the time you see it, it's here. Then there's a flash. But as long as you see it, even if it's just that last millisecond before it lands, as long as you see it, you're usually all right. You're not getting knocked out. You're not getting you know what I'm saying? But you just got to recompose and have some people don't. Some people get banged in the face and they've got a proper negative reaction to it. It just puts them straight into reverse.
Yeah.
Some people have another reaction where it just puts them straight on the front foot. That's dangerous as well, but it's probably not as dangerous as having somebody get their eyes wide because they see you bricking it, basically.
I remember a story of my brethren. He's been here before, Femi. And he used to box at Slough Boxing Gym with one of my other brethren who spars at Finchley ABC.
Yeah.
And so he went to Slough and that time there they had Team GB boxers there and that sort of thing. So
in Finchley?
No. Slough.
Okay.
Yeah, Team GB boxers. Yeah. So they train at a separate time, obviously.
Yeah.
But he turned up and there were some intermediate guys. I remember him telling me, and literally he said he must have banged one guy in the face, but the guy's lost it. So so they were boxing calmly, lightly, but this guy's come out and won I'm gonna take your head off. So he just lifted him.
Yeah.
And then the Brer lost his head. Yeah. But he's like, bruv, you come out on one with me.
Yeah. Because some people it's actually a thing. You would assume that people that have never boxed, that you put gloves on them and say have a spar, you would assume that they would go slow and like try and feel each other out. But nah, they don't know how to go slow. Like, it's actually a bit of a skill, like learning how to spar soft. Like, two novices, you put gloves on them and they'll just actually fight. It becomes a fight. Whereas if you're, like, if you know what you're doing in the ring, you know actually how to throw your shots without putting everything on it. Whereas someone who doesn't really know how to punch properly will just try and punch. He doesn't know where to pull the trick, like where to like pull some of the weight off the shot. He doesn't really understand what his legs are doing, where the power is generated from, how you can sink this, like how, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't learn from a novice because like, or someone who hasn't boxed before. Like novices, of course, you can learn from, but as in you can't really learn from them because they don't know how much power they're putting in their shot. They don't know really what they're doing, so they just stop fighting. And then you feel like you got to throw something to like say fuck off to them.
Oh my god!
Then,
Have you? Yeah, you must have, bruv. You must have had stories of back in the day where you've just had someone's done that to you in the gym, and I can imagine.
Not in the gym.
Not in the boxing gym.
There was one spar I had. Yeah, I remember I got kicked out of the gym for this spar. Is Hollington ABC, and this guy's name was Jesus. I think we just called him Jesus because I don't know, but he's a big heavyweight. I was a light heavy at the time, and he's a strong boy. He's like an ox.
Yeah.
Fought a little bit like Tyson, like a little what's it called, yeah. And I remember I hadn't sparred him that day. I'd sparred a couple other boys that are bigger, like taller, and just kind of more not technical stuff, but like I feel like I was the better boxer in all of my spars, so I'm just trying to learn certain things. And one of my guys gets in the gym with this, in the ring with this Jesus guy. After I've like come out the ring, I'm unwrapping all of this. Yeah, this guy gets absolutely walloped in it. Like, you see, like when you look at someone's face and he's looking out the ring, like I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
like as in I'm holding a fucking beating here, and I don't want to, but I also don't want to quit because everyone's here. So obviously, one guy, the head coach of that gym, Clive, yeah, he's called the spar off, and he hasn't called me into the ring. He hasn't called me in it, but the way we've kind of set up this gym, in a way, like I went to that gym and I kind of went there almost with my own trainers, but my trainers are my guys. So one's number 2 cruiserweight in the country as well. Dion Juma, whose next fight is actually Riakpo, big fighter, proper fighter. Trust me, this guy is a beast.
Yeah.
He was there, and my other guy Arian, who's there. Yeah, like we call him Capone. So he's there, and then he said, like, glove up, get in the ring. So I thought, right, fuck it, let me get in there. Yeah, but obviously Clive feels undermined, innit, that I've been like that. I'm getting back in the ring. He hasn't told me to get in the ring. But I've got back in just basically because you just whacked up my man. You haven't got enough work that you want anyway. He's like, get me, like it was a proper beating, innit?
Yeah.
So I get in there now, and obviously he's moving forward like an ox, innit? Like he's trying to throw shots, but I'm just slipping everything, right, to start to throw a couple jabs, like just ping the head back with a couple jabs. But obviously, in the corner, they're gonna saying yes, jab, like as in like they're giving me advice more than they're giving both advice. Anyway, I ended up kind of battering him.
Yeah.
Landing a huge shot. I don't know how he never dropped from it. But as in, like, you see, like, when you hit something, then I saw his head, like, I saw him, like, not like these shots. So Clive calls off the spar. But it got, like, you see, like, when you're both throwing, it wasn't a spar no more. It was bombs away. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's literally like, it's literally like, it's just saying? Throwing,
bell gone, and you're still throwing punches.
Bro, like, man's just throwing hella punches, yeah? Obviously, leave the spar. You see where everyone's just like, yeah, bro, you like smacked him up, innit? Come back on 2 days later for the next session. Clive gives me my medical. He's just like, bro, I can't train you. He goes, I'll never forget it. He did it in a way where he's just like, he's a black guy, yeah, but he has like a proper Cockney accent.
Yeah.
And he's just like, listen, mate, you're a hell of a fighter, mate, honestly. But I can't train you. You come in here and you kind of can't bring your own lads, do what you want. And you know what? I'll see you in the ABAs. And you probably beat one of my boys. I'll be honest. But you got to go. Luckily, I was already planning that season to go to Dell Youth anyway.
Yeah.
So it was only like a month off before Dell started their pre-season and then went there. But yeah, like that was a bit of a war.
Was there words exchanged after the fight?
Not really, because he was a cool kind of guy. So I've not really had that.
Like,
I've only ever had those kind of ones, like the bad-blooded ones, on road. Like we see, like we used to put gloves, go park, and like no ring, we'll just fight. 12-ounce synthetic gloves, like we shouldn't be fighting. Yeah, and they get out of hand.
Of course, because they're not in a controlled environment.
Yeah, and you're also fighting people just on fighting, innit? They don't care if you've turned around. We used to do it
in my brethren's kitchen. He used to have a 3-yard all the time, and
just fight.
He got into cage fighting. Like he's one of them people, like he'll get into whatever. Like he'll be doing something different. He'll get good at it, and then he'll stop doing it and go on something else.
100%.
So he was cage fighting. So at one point we had like a cage fight set up in his kitchen. So it was legs, everything was a go. Boxing, and I remember because we had one brethren who actually boxed, and he still boxes now. But he works for London Ambulance, but he still boxes now. The one that trains at Finchley ABC, and literally, so he would be in the kitchen, disadvantaged. Man can box, no one else can.
Of course, yeah.
So he's just whacking everyone that comes by.
Yeah.
And obviously, you get the odd person who comes in who thinks they're like. That's them, like because they're strong on road.
Oh, trust me, in my old flat, like we called it the Love Shack, but there was, bro, it prepared you for war. This place, like I lived on my own from quite young, bro. Some of the spars that happened in that studio flat prepare you for anything. Prepare you for anything. So if I ever went pro, and I'll be like, bro, trust me, I'm prepared for you, bro. I trained for you, and before I even know who you was, bro. Get me, like, man's been in the furnace. That place got so hot. Get me, fighting 4-man, no, bro, slipping on the carpet.
That's a Masvidal. That's a Jorge Masvidal story, bro.
And this is it. Like, girls probably think that whenever you leave guys, we're linking girls or whatever it is. No, we're dumb as fuck. We just fight each other and play FIFA. Yeah, it's mad. It's crazy.
Not. It's crazy. But in my other brethren's house. Well, we'll just get on one and just start fighting each other. So when I say get on one, that sounded mad. Not like that.
As in drunk?
No, not even drunk. I mean, we'll just get in the mood to fight, and we'll fight in his front room.
We used to drunk spar, drunk pads. Drunk pads was the actual thing.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So after Carnival, it was like a routine. After Carnival, you stumble home, get the pads on, and I will take you on the pads. Legend. It's crazy. That's it.
That sounds mental. What are you saying? Just lift your head off.
No. Oh no. You don't. You
pad work. Or you're just doing pad work.
Yeah,
but you're blowing because you're drunk, bruv.
But you don't feel it. You're in. You see, like when you're waves, but you're in that good wave place where everything's just happy. Yeah. So you feel like you got more in it. Like I don't know. And them days I was fit. Like when I say fit, I was fit. I was a fittish boy.
Young boy.
Yeah.
It's
not even that long ago. It's like 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Feels like a million years though, like
6 years ago, I'll say. No, 6 years ago, I was I was a bit of a
same as me.
I felt nice and fit.
Felt nice. Now you just feel sluggish. You're like
slow. But mine's weight. So I've got like almost like it's weird because you shouldn't it's not very manly. It's almost like superhero supermodel behavior. Yeah. To always watch weight. Yeah. To be like, oh no, I've got like this is the weight. But once you've boxed or you've done anything where you know what weight you're supposed to be and where you perform best, you always like want to be there. But it's kind of like supermodel behavior. It's crazy.
Trust me, man. But it's been really good to talk to you today.
Love, bro.
Obviously, love as always, bro. I know you're busy guys, so thank you. With boxing, very quickly, just get some predictions. Canelo and Saunders.
I'm going to go Canelo. I'm going to go late stoppage.
Yard Buatsi.
It's a weird one. I feel like they're in
because that one's going to happen as well.
I think when they do fight, Buatsi will beat him. I think if they did fight before Yard's loss, I think Yard might have had a lot for him. It's weird because Yard's good. I think they're just in a slightly different place in their career. I think Buatsi would beat him.
Buatsi, yeah?
Yeah.
Joshua Fury.
you know me, like I love
Yeah.
It's only so PC I can be it about this though. Like genuinely, I think Tyson Fury is a nightmare for anyone to fight. So I'm gonna go Fury.
Fury.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you go, AJ?
Yeah.
Would you?
I'll tell you why. AJ for me. All right. So for me, Fury doesn't possess knockout power to knock Joshua out, in my opinion.
Why do you say that?
From Wilder went down for exhaustion.
It's not just that. He got the shit.
Well, he got the shit beaten out of him, but he was outboxed.
Yeah.
But he's fighting against somebody who can box better than Wilder.
Just trust me. Anyone who's 19 stone can punch, especially when he started to actually try and punch now. Fury's Wilder had never been dropped.
Yeah.
Got put down twice. Fair enough. He was he got beaten. He got beaten down. But trust me when I say Fury punches hard enough, especially now with Sugar Hill as his trainer.
Yeah.
You don't go to the crunk gym. That style of fighting's 1-2s. It's a bit about power. It's right hands getting off.
Yeah.
Like he's not really punched like that before because he's always punched with the intention of getting out on that next movement. You don't punch the same when you're punching and trying to slip straight after.
Yeah.
You punch that hard when you're just trying to sky something, when you want something gone. That's why AJ's intentions are to kill, or have been until the Ruiz fight, is to kill. That's why he's been one of the best finishers.
Ruiz Dillian. Ruiz Dillian's a possible
That's a tough
fight.
one for me, yeah. Do you know why, yeah? I might be everyone doesn't rate Ruiz enough. I personally think Ruiz in terms of technical boxing and correctness and all of that, hand speed, all of that, I think he might only be second or third boxer in the heavyweight division in terms of how correct he is.
Do you think if he took a fight seriously,
but he has to now. Have you seen who his trainer is now?
No.
He's changed trainer. He's gone with Canelo's trainer. That is that's like the dream team. Canelo's trainer's got
he's brethren with Canelo, innit?
Ryan Garcia, Canelo. Right. That style is none of this slacking off and doing the whole Snickers thing like he's been doing. When he returns, he will be ready and he'll be on fire. And he'll learn all the other tricks that they're teaching in that camp because that's a winning camp. That camp, you don't. Yeah, I mean, I can't just go there and decide, will you train me? That's not how it works, isn't it? Like, you got to qualify. As in, like, you got to have enough skills to be able to for him to work with. I think his name's Reynoso or something like that, Reynoso. I think when he returns, he's going to be danger for everyone. Danger. So I literally can't call that fight between Dillian White and Ruiz. Obviously, I want White to win. But White usually gives you a chance to win. Yeah. And I'm not sure if anyone will be able to do that with the new version of Ruiz that in my head will come out of this partnership with his new trainer. Yeah, no,
I know. I mean, I would be interested to see Ruiz when he comes out at the end of Canelo, innit? But yeah, I think I don't think it's going to be as tense as your Carnival pad sessions, bro.
Nah. That's impossible.
That's impossible.
But he's got ridiculously fast hands, man, Ruiz. That is a problem. Big problem.
Yeah, he does. And people forget he's had 60 amateur Mexican fights.
Bro, this guy's, I think it's more than that, you know?
Yeah. And how many has he lost? He ain't lost
he has a good amateur record.
I think he's lost like 8 fights.
He's good. We're going on, like, going into that second AJ fight. He wasn't still maybe the favourite.
Yeah.
People was looking at that like, right, like, I'm not even sure how AJ could beat him. Fair enough, he switched off, put on a stone, decided he was rich, he didn't want to really do it anymore. But it's not like he got battered. He got out thought.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Kind of just AJ boxed to his strengths, didn't really let him get on top. But trust me, that guy's he's something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So big hopes for him this year. But will we see much of you boxing, or is it just a thing of you're just doing it?
Bro, man.
Are you done?
I know I'm done, bro. Look at I can't be bothered, bro. Listen, I love fighting, innit? But in terms of fighting competitively against killers, I'll get drilled out here, bro. Like, I will, trust me, I can hold my own in a spar against anyone, but nowadays the fire doesn't burn enough for me to wake up and run 6 o'clock in the morning. Even if I'm in one of these dumb YouTube fights against
but you don't need to train for them. Really?
Yeah, but again, even if there was someone who like just had more dedications, like a big part of this. It's like the biggest. This is still 90% mental. So yeah, I know I can beat people, but the reason I know I can beat these guys is because they're not fighters. If I tried to fight a killer, if I tried to fight a fighter, in the mind frame that I'm in now, I'll get hammered. I'll get absolutely battered, bro. There's the rungs of the levels of boxing is something different, like in terms of like the rungs of the ladder you have to climb mentally and physically, like how fit, bro. If you're not fit, forget it. Do you know what I'm saying? Forget it, because if I know you're not fit, if I'm fit and I know you're not fit, I'm setting the highest pace, and it will kill us both, but it will kill you more. And as soon as you start to, I'm killing you. Do you know what I'm saying? So the fitness, this is why at the top level they're all kind of as fit as each other, because they know that's the one thing that can't give. First, before anything, it doesn't matter about the talent. First of all, if you're not fit enough for it, you're getting battered by someone who's shitter than you, guaranteed. So first thing you got to do is be super fit. To get super fit, you got to do the shit that makes you super fit, and I'm not on it. I'm not on it. That's
not
it.
on it.
Nah, I'm not on it.
Just what? Nah, for you it's Shoreditch waiting for that to open.
That's it. Like, I found a smarter way to make my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. I don't have that dedication anymore. I don't have a killer mentality. I don't have what it takes to go and train and get battered in the gym and then go back again tomorrow. I ain't got that no more.
I think what we can see, if we can't see a boxing match, is competitively, it's got to be R&B slow jams, UV miles.
No, we can see a competitive boxing match against a YouTuber, but I don't want anyone phoning me and asking me to fight Anthony Yard. Bruv, you know what I'm saying? That'll probably sell more than what anyone he's fought anyway. But to be fair, there's just no way me as I am, unless something mad happens in my mind, even 12 weeks wouldn't be enough for me, because I've got you need a couple years of mental strength. You know what I'm saying? This is still all in your head. I can do 12 weeks and I may be able to run 10K in 35 minutes and whatever it is. I may be physically fit, but my mind will not be there. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said to you, you're doing well in other areas. So really and truly, you sit there and you'll be in the mindset of you don't really need to do this.
No, but I would still do it. If I got a phone call and they said, here's 50 bags to fight so and so, I'll be like, yeah, fuck it, line it up. But if they said 50 bags to go and fight somebody who I know in my heart can fuck me up, then I have a choice to make. It's whether I'm dedicated. I'll fight anyone if I know I'm dedicated. But if it's just, fuck it, I shouldn't be fighting no killers. It's just that simple. That's how people get killed, bro.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say to you? That's the end of the episode today, man. Thanks for watching this episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube page. The link will be below. I've been myself, Paulo, Savage Dan.
I quickly on an outro thing, if you want to see a real boxer, an actual genuine killer, Dion Juma, that's your guy. And if you get there early enough, because he's about to ring some bells this year. But that's the next one. Get me? That I'm living through him now. That's it. That's what I'm living through him.
I'll have to. Dion Juma. Do you know what? I've heard of him though. In terms of not just
he's chasing Lawrence Okoli and them
I've seen this for time. This is the one you don't want to fight.
There's
a lot of politics there, isn't it?
There's not even politics.
No, but I mean politics from the side of the fight not happening.
Yeah, but the fight's not happening because the fights they have to happen now. So Riatpur has to fight him. So it's gonna get interesting now. And you see, like, you could run from him until he fought his way into mandatory positions. Now there's only so much more running you can do. Maybe 9 months more running before he's on you. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's here. Unfortunately for everyone, he's here. It is what it is.
Before we go, because we said it about 3 times, does Dion Juma knock out Okoli? Yeah. It
would take him longer.
Because
Okoli's a big boy. Get me, like, tall fighters. They take longer to break down. Bigger fighters, you just, like, they take a while. You got to get them late, 7 to 12. But everyone who watches Okoli knows this guy's got very good power. He's effective. He's rangy. He's difficult to fight. But in terms of skill and I don't know, boxing correctness. Well, let's just say he doesn't look sexy boxing.
Yeah.
And that doesn't always mean something. But when you got someone who's got fundamentals, got all the skills, and a tricky fighter will be a nightmare. Like I'll say it, like hands down, there's not many fighters that will beat Lawrence Okoli. No matter if you're better than him, it's not good enough for a lot of fighters. It doesn't matter. Being better than him is not enough to beat him. But if you can dig deep, if you've got skills, if you're tricky, make him think about what he's throwing. There's certain things you have to beat someone like Okoli, because chances are you won't have size on him.
Yeah.
So I personally think Dion's got the beating of all of them.
Yeah.
I really do. But this is boxing, and all I can do is talk about. The only way we can find these out is if these fights happen.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
So Coley need to make that fight happen, bro.
It will happen soon. It will happen. I think he's chasing Bradis. He's trying to get a world title fight. That would be a good fight as well. I think it's too soon, but it is what it is, isn't it? Like this is boxing. Get me? I'm just here to I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I'm here to speculate.
I'm a fan
get
as
me?
well.
I'm gonna be biased. It's my guy, innit? Like
yeah,
John's my guy. That's
course,
it,
man.
So
you have to be. But yeah,
this is it.
But thanks for listening to this episode of the podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.
Boom.